Conclusion. Every night there's Black Lives Matter, defund the police, yelled and screamed and lovingly played with a whistle. Hollers and primal yells and cheers. And part of the explanation for why there is a disturbing failure in the conditions now has to do with the point of reference. The shadow used by the psychologist and the psychiatrist and the counselor, the self used by the war veteran from the 70s and the tall, slender, cigarette, liquor, frail, and pale body. The anger, the demands have to do with shutting the window, being quiet, and reducing the tension within the limits provided. And being required to endure what they say has been the racist white supremacy since time began now. In other words, here on Capitol Hill, join the group, be a part of the social excitement, be stimulated, emotionally charged, and ready for fight, or be displaced, forgotten, ignored, and made to survive. And struggle for life now. Humans have taken over the most pretty, precious, adorable, and emotionally beneficial part of the world, observed through the eyes and heard in the ears and felt with the senses and body, now, consciousness. Holding hostage the gift from God, from Jesus, from Buddha, from Allah, from Krishna, what the Torah talks about now, what the Quran preaches. To disrupt and eliminate a problem explained by the people holding the power of the consciousness they've consumed. Culture. Gone, baby, gone. Etiquette. Nowhere to be found now. with the fear now. Of war. Civil hostility for anyone who doesn't want the reward for those behavioral benefits of limiting speech and sound. And learning about behavior and gesture. And deciding to communicate within the standards and the control of those who speak about diversity, overcoming the difficulty from the part of Earth where they grew up on the planet and the world. They were born and had to flee. Now, the part of the country where the racist KKK are so old and decrepit, they have to still burn trees to make their dick hard, to get their woman's rotting teeth straight again and good enough to suck his cock, his big old dick. The same kinds of decisions being made now about what another human can do on the planet shared by the bald eagle, the wolf on the wall now. The sloth hanging from a tree. And the lost and afraid. The scared. And the sick, who are weak, with disease, and those who feel bad, and are depressed. Now, the choice to sit in a room, in a home, with very little air and very little room to move, and so much psycholinguistics and neuro language gets to be indescribable. And worrisome. For if the power shuts off the light flashing as a reminder, the bell never fails. The echo in the canyon and the water flowing in the cave. Never get old. The fish in the refrigerator, the fish in the pan, the meat in the vegan smoothie, are psychedelic and hysterical now. My third favorite Gandhi quote. Nobody can hurt you without your permission. Accomplishes and gives the benefit of freedom. Not allowing someone who's more interested in what they think and see and hear and the thoughts about those parts of consciousness and what they have to do with now, and eliminates their distraction and ends their abuse, their bullying. Temporarily. Now. People end up with 30 tattoos on the fingers, 400 on the entire human body, doing a similar practice. Relevant now, 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 and now, and now, and now, and now. People don't just erase history and then everybody gets along. People are still going after stimulation. People are still receiving a reward from the person in charge, who instead of a uniform has a certain color to distinguish their prestige and their power, their abilities and their skills to end the problem now. And when they show up now, all a person like me or someone else can do has to do with praying. and being silent. Now,